Hello.
Yes, he knows.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. Hello. Yeah, thanks. Very good. They're going to test it now. Yeah, no worries. It's called good timing. Have you been to this ground? Yes. Quite a... Because you were sort of standing in. Yeah, no, the audio's not that other way. Very cool. Oh, yeah, good. I remember we did a game down at Birch Avenue last year and they were building something similar, but it had no roof and it rained. Do you know how this works? So what's the angle of the lead? Yeah, like in the men's MPL.
Right. So in the men's South Hobart top side?
I did that game last week.
Yeah.
That's quite a cool ground too.
Yeah.
It's hidden in the city type thing.
Yeah, they are doing really, really well. So they're on top from one city, but there's a log jam that comes after that. So basically, that's 2 points between second and fifth.
Is City the UAE ground?
Yeah. Devonport's the top side and South Hobart is the second side.
I thought this game wasn't too bad. The men's, I've seen the game of theirs.
The men's team.
Riverside.
They can good on their day, but the difference between the best and not so best is broad. So no, they've been playing some good football.
No, South Hobart, I definitely noticed the quality. And they've got this kind of tall guy, number 10.
Yes.
He might be British, I don't know.
Yes.
And then a kind of black guy up top as well. They're both quite good.
Yeah, well, Patrick Ale Box scored 3 goals last weekend.
Yeah. I did that game.
Yeah.
My first time there.
He got a hat-trick. He usually starts on the bench for them. can return 48 feet.
Well done, Stu.
The guy normally stops on the bench who got the hat-trick. Oh, really? But he was noticeably
One up your back,
the best
Dad. One
player
up your back.
in the whole league.
He's very capable. The strength of South Hobart is they have this enormous depth.
Their fullbacks are really
Yeah. No, but they're very deep. So he comes off the bench. I'm not saying he's just a really good player, a real impact player. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it.
Good work, Dave. Good work. Well done, mate.
sorry, mate, I didn't know if I messaged you. Yeah, that's right. Just the one that says the rest on the right hand side.
Yeah, correct. Maybe try
Are you getting the other mic with the camera?
yeah, the big
And on the back, it's in the L output and then one on the input.
Yeah.
Welcome to Windsor Park for this week's WSL match. Riverside Olympic versus Glenorchy.
Should I try the other headset?
Welcome to Windsor Park for this week's WSL match of the round between Glenorchy Knights and Riverside Olympic. Enjoying cold and sunshine. Rather balmy clouds very much.
George, watch him up behind you. George. Gary, both feet on the ground, yeah? Got the ball.
The channel one, yeah. I didn't touch it since. Input to the
That's it, Gary. Lily. Yeah, Tom. Well done, Moose. One again. Yes, George. Oh, you dickhead! Great ball, Dad! Hit it, Ham. Go, Ham, all the way! Fuck me, why are we what the fuck?
Yeah, one goes to the
Hey, well done, boys. Good ham. Well done, ham. Keep going, Heroes.
Welcome to Windsor Park for this week's match of the round, Riverside Olympic versus Glenorchy Knights. Both kick-off shortly as we're concluding the earlier match. Riverside 4-1.
Green light goes with it.
If you want me to step outside. Do you want me to try this? How does this sound? Welcome to Windsor Park for what promises to be a fascinating encounter in the WSL between Riverside Olympic and Glenorchy Knights.
Not have the box at all. Put that into input one. How's that?
Yeah, no worries. Welcome to Windsor Park at Riverside for what promises to be a fascinating encounter in this week's match of the round, Riverside Olympic versus Glenorchy Knights. Ah, terrific.
Well, I do have don't we have those little headphones in the kit? Can that plug into the camera and use that? Oh, but then... And then he's obviously now going to be a lot closer to that other mic. Is that okay?
The effects mic could sit, if you wanted to, we've done this here before, on this, down there, near the fence. The lead should reach. And then after game, when we do our interviews, we usually use the effects mic to interview that way. Yeah.
Sounds alright.
Yeah, sure.
How's that now with the... Can you do a test?
Yeah, 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2. Welcome to Windsor Park for what promises to be an exciting match between Riverside Olympic and Glenorchy Knights. Well, you could try it like that, but they have used the stand before and it just seems to work really well. I'm no expert in that stuff, but yeah, it certainly does. Well, this will be the trick because I'll need to sort of be somewhere. I mean, here we'll make it work.
That'll be good. Are you on the team sheet, Scarlett?
No, I've got to sit on the outside of the fence.
Okay. We'll get you. Are you putting your foot up or you don't need to put it up?
Oh, another one, so I was touching. That's more than I think. I think it was because we have heaps of stuff.
Oh, yeah, we could have had you.
Yeah, it was really good actually. Quite good.
Rory's been good.
Yeah, he's been really good. Like very long going.
That very valuable
Good to go when you're good. Welcome to Windsor Park for what promises to be an interesting match between the 5th placed Glenorchy Knights and 6th placed Riverside Olympic. I'm Rob Soward and I'm delighted to be here today bringing you all the action from the banks of the Tamar River here at Riverside and quickly take you through where things currently sit with both these sides. 5th and 6th spot respectively, as I said. Glenorchy Knights won 3, lost 6 for their season's record, whereas for Olympic 1-1, lost 8. If we're looking for a bit of a yardstick with form, we're going to use Kingborough as that yardstick because 2 weeks ago Olympic went down 3-0 to Kingborough, whereas last week Knights went down 2-0 to Kingborough. So that's probably their most current form. Last time they met, Glenorchy Knights got the chocolates on that occasion, but I think Riverside would be of a mind that today, they're going to test the side from the northern suburbs of Hobart because they've been working really, really hard since we've last seen them on the live stream, and they'd be confident here, particularly at their home ground, of giving a really, really good account of themselves. Both sides, as I said, have certainly had their challenges recently, but with changes aplenty to both lineups from their last outings, I'm sure that we're in for a good game. Olympic in their traditional orange and blue strip. No opportunity of confusing the two sides. Glenorchy Knights in the white with the blue shorts and the red and white checkering down the side of their shirts.
Once you've got the kickoff, and they're going to be running to the right of your screen. A bit of fog in the background, as you can see. Not as bad as it was a couple of weeks ago, where vision was a problem next door at the Windsor Park football ground. As I said, very close to the river here in Launceston. Cool morning, 6 degrees when I got out of the car a little while ago. And probably a rather warm 25 degrees in the car with the heater going. All underway here. Knights take the kickoff. Really important for both sides, you'd think, to get a good start. Certainly don't want to go down a goal early.
Take him on, Ed. Well, take him on, Eddie.
Yeah, feet.
Well done.
Knights looking to build. Olympic well set up at this stage. Opportunity there for Christie. Olympic win it back. Knights well set up across the back there, so no trouble diffusing that attack on this occasion. Playing back through the goalkeeper. For an opportunity.
Sarah, quicker with your feet. Yeah, well done.
There's McLeod. It's been an Olympic throw just in front of our commentary position here at Windsor Park. Nice throw on this occasion by Taylor. Knocked out. Nice ball. Line now. Strength. McLeod dispossessed, keeps it in. Taylor with the throw. Taylor wants her teammates to run at it. Again, as we've said, they're well set up back there. Bologna chops that one off back through the middle. Knights looking to create. Knights player in Christie knocked off the ball on that occasion, and that'll be a Knights free kick. Just shy of halfway, defensive side of halfway for a Knights team there. Long ball for an attacker to get a boot on it. Boot on it they do. It's Baez with the touch, but no power on that occasion. And no trouble at all for Kathleen Fuller, the Riverside Olympic custodian. Gets it out of there. Adiotto, important player for Olympic. See that pace on display and just that little short foray forward then. Very, very important player is Adiotto. If Olympic are going to probably say cause an upset here today, I think all the neutrals would probably say Knights would start favourites, particularly after that last result between the two sides a while ago that it was 5-1 on that occasion. Olympic certainly improved since then. I think one of the wishes I always have as a commentator with sides is particularly sides of the building, that they spend a couple of seasons together with minimal changes to allow that development to occur, and Olympic certainly in that phase of their development. This WSL competition dominated at present by Devonport and South Hobart, the two dominant sides in that division. Certainly both of these teams have some talent, that's for sure. Collision there. Otto takes it away, nicely done. Running as far on that occasion as Baez dispossessed her. Both sides looking to try and find a bit of space, and that's a Bob Liao shot gathered quite comfortably by Monique Pinkowitz, the Glenorchy Knights keeper. Nice touch there to Gate on. Opportunity. Opportunity, shot on goal, blocked. Rebound. Falls for Butler. Orange shirts in front of it. Butler battling hard there, brought down. Referee says play on. Fair tackle on that occasion. Knights building their pressure here, maintaining possession. On this occasion, though, Olympic are up to the task and head things off at the pass there. Knights win it back, though, as I said, well set up across the back. Bologna plays it through.
Yeah, that's it. Go back.
Been busy early. Bologna. Broad bent. Touch on that occasion. Opportunity. Just didn't quite fall there for the Knights attacker. Righto, gets a boot in by Ez. Nice ball.
Yeah, good job.
Olympic ball, sorry, I should say.
Good arms.
The target of that throw. Righto, dispossessed. Referee points to the town end. Knights take it quickly.
There, go with your runner. George, come in. Good, Georgia. That's fine. No, don't.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, Georgia! Yeah, well done,
See just how well set up they are there, Knights. They're just not giving Olympic any opportunities in their front third. Bologna, good strength. And that's nicely done on that occasion there by Rietzma. Important player for Olympic, showing their value on that occasion. Turned over in this occasion more, dispossessed. Another opportunity here for Knights going forward. Oh, unlucky on that occasion there. That was Browning, slipped at the crucial time. Alia Browning. All Knights at the moment as far as attacking goes. Deflection.
A long way back.
Let's go back to the keeper. Both sides just trying to find a bit of space. Conditions a little slippery underfoot. We've had a bit of rain in Launceston this week, bit of dew as well still on the ground. Oh, just a bit heavy there. No problems at all there for the Riverside keeper. Just played 11 minutes here in this clash at Windsor Park. Riverside Olympic versus Glenorchy Knights. I'm Rob Soward bringing you today's action, and the score still sitting at 0-0. No real opportunities, you wouldn't say, at this early stage. Probably fair to say that Knights have had more of the ball in, or more of the ball and more of the ball in their attacking third. Browning slipped it a couple of times when there's been some opportunities, just adjusting, I'm sure, as I said, to the ground conditions. It is a little slippery down there. defended. Knight's not giving her an inch, and they won't want to either, because Adiotto is a really class player. Certainly not being given any room to work at the moment by the Glenorchy Knights defence. Two number 7s there doing battle. Byers and Reitsma. Byers winning out on that occasion. Game of slow advancement at the moment, taking territory metre at a time.
Byers. Come on, River. Come on. Let's go.
Back through Pinkowitz. Opportunity here for Olympic, but all white shirts at the back, tidying it up on this occasion, only as far as Gilpin. Maddie Gilpin, upended. Flags up.
What's that? Red. He's clearly a free kick. What game are you watching?
Riverside bench not happy with that decision. Thought there was a free kick there for a foul. Flag was up from the linesman. So Knights will be relieving the pressure. Turned over again. One back by Reitsma for Olympic. Reitsma, nice run. In the clubhouse side, crosses the ball in. But Knights diffuse on this occasion. And as far as Gilpin, talk about important players, Maddie Gilpin's one of them for Olympic. Lost it on this occasion. Knights are away, looking to build. That's a nice ball back through the middle to Byers. Browning takes it, sends Byers on a bit of a mission. Byers is up to it though. Got more in front of her. Byers using his skill. Nicely done. Needs some help. Crosses it. Lots of orange shirts. Shot on goal. Fumbled. Okay. Danger averted. Fuller fumbled the first time. Just had that little bit of space and could pick that one up without too much worry. It's a problem with the slippery conditions. They do make it hard for the keepers. And all that you need sometimes is that fumble and a hard-working forward, and that spells danger for the defending team. Nice opportunity there for Knights on that occasion. Certainly had the better of it early. Moore, well defended. Browning gets around her though. Oh, nicely done. Sends the ball in the box, but Fuller under no pressure on that occasion. So starting to stretch the legs a bit here, Knights, on those forward forays. And you get a bit of a sense that their pace going forward might trouble the team in orange. Once they get that delivery pinpointed a little better. Some doing its best to peep through the clouds. Welcomed, I'm sure, by a building group of spectators over there at the clubhouse. A few of them inside the clubhouse. Don't blame them, as I said. 6 degrees here a little while ago. So rather cool, or rather warm 23, I'd suggest, in the clubhouse. Otto on a run. Cuts inside, needs some help, sends a goal, it's deflection. Bologna just belts it out of there. Buys some time for her teammates to get back. The number 7s are having a ripping battle. Reitsma and Byers there early. That'll be one to watch all day, I reckon. I thought that might have been a Knights ball, but last touch off the team in white. Taylor. Game heads in that Adeoto direction, who's being marked very closely by Zara McLeod. McLeod doing a very good job early. Isabella Taylor looking for some options. It's not the one she wanted. Nice little move there on that occasion from McLeod. Found herself in space, but couldn't control it. Another Olympic throw, Reitsma. Byers in front of her, taken away nicely on this occasion. That was Emma Christie. Goes back through the middle, Olympic. Win it back, Moore. Sets Otto a mission, Browning and Moore. Just belted out. Across the sideline, McLeod. Defensive mindset. Instructions there from the Knights coach. Opportunity here for Olympic. They haven't been up here a lot, so they'll be looking to conjure something up. Knocked down by the Knights defender. Over Gilpin's head. Deflection. And that will be a corner.
Nicola. Yeah, let's get, 3 on 2. Let's get set up. Tight in. You go tight in. That's it.
First corner of the game. Sarah Moore. Sorry, Amy Littlechild, that is, I should say. Going back to take that. Now we'll see what they've got in their arsenal here, Olympic. Set play situation. Nicely struck. Misses everyone. Needed one of those taller players there. It's a long range shot that's wide of the mark. Corner taker and Littlechild in there working hard to hold it in the attacking area. It's good pressure. Does well. Trying to keep this in. Back to Moore. Moore sends it back from where it came. Picks Reitsma out. Doing the best to keep it in. And does well. Gets the deflection off the Knights player. 20 minutes gone here at Windsor Park. Rob Soward bringing you all the action today. Glenorchy Knights, Riverside Olympic. Opportunity here for Otto. Trying to break the deadlock. Just played a little bit too close to the keeper. And Pinkowitz picks it up. Knights supporters' hearts can steady there. 0-all. An opportunity there. Riverside's best of the day so far, you'd say. Byers. Be the best opportunity of the day, you might say. Fuller's had to take a couple of saves, but wouldn't say under a stack of pressure. Bobbled one of them. But, had the composure to regather and control it. Just not quite sitting for Adeoto at the moment. She's working really hard, as she always does. And that's a nice duel down there with Zara McLeod, her direct opponent.
You pulled out of that one. You didn't really want that ball.
Reitsma so important to Riverside. As you saw on that occasion, Knights come away with it. You get the feeling if they can get a bit of a fast break going here, the Knights, they will be dangerous. Browning, all just belted away from her, which is probably a good thing. Alia Browning, highly skilled player. Knights create here. You can see Bronte Gaydon running into a dangerous position there. Certainly a dangerous player in that third of the ground, that's for sure. Olympic won't want to concede here. They've worked really hard in this first 20 minutes. Ball played in, Gaydon, deflection. Moore belts it out. Gaydon couldn't control it under that on that situation.
Can we get under control? Player underneath. Handball.
Touched an arm. Referee said play on. Keep it in if they can here, Knights, and that's well done on that occasion. Ebony Pitt. Back to Baez. Baez sends it wide, changes the angle over Wiley. There's an opportunity here. Knights. Dangerous part of the field. Keep it a beat. Fuller. Just as keepers do, made herself big, gave the attacker nothing to work with. Nice run down the far side there. Georgia crease. An Olympic ball. That'll suit them. Playing the game up this end of the pitch. Trying to find Reachma. All white shirts around here. Reachma though battles hard and gets a touch on that. Olympic again. Sun peering through the clouds. Get the impression that it's going to turn into a reasonable day here today. We've got the men's fixture following a little later this afternoon on the live stream for supporters to tune into. Same two sides, Olympic and Knights. And strangely enough, both sides 5th and 6th as they are here in the women's competition. Crease sends it inboard. Baez gets it out of there, but Olympic set up well. Well done, Moore. Trying to build again. The team in orange. A long ball. It's a dangerous position. Needs an orange shirt to get on the end of it, but Knights defending well. And turning it into a nice counter-attack. Baez looking for options. Finds one. Butler, a nice run. Taylor takes the angle away from her though. That's good defending. That's really good defending. Let her have the touch line, but took away the infield option and she had nowhere to go. Trying to build Knights. All orange shirts at the back. Reachman just belts it out of there. Taylor. Otto. Good strength there from Reachman. Just created some space there for a teammate to work into. Knights are set up on a low back.
Well done, Meg. Well done, Addy. Good. That's good.
Slips. Crucial time.
Take it on, Meg. And finish.
Otto from long range. She's found the back of the net. Eddie Otto. Riverside Olympic 1. Glenorchy Knights 0. And what an opener from Addie Otto. Waving to the fans in the crowd, and why wouldn't she? What a strike. Well, the sun's come out, and Addie Otto opens the scoring for Olympic, and they take the lead 1-0. Just the start they want, the home team. We'll see if this sparks the visitors, as a goal sometimes does. As I said at the outset, Knights would come here a fairly warm favourite, you would think. But Olympic have started well, and their game got even better on the back of that magnificent Addie Otto strike. As good a goal as you'll see, so give the editing crew a bit of work to do. Make sure that's in the goals of the week, that's for sure. Here come the Knights though. They're going to want to pull that goal back pretty quickly. Opportunity here. Goes Goldwood's Fuller up to it on that occasion. I don't think Browning would have been happy with that. She basically hit it straight at the keeper after doing all that hard work. Knights look to square it up.
Drive, Addison! Drive at them!
Approaching the half hour here at Windsor Park. Riverside Olympic with the lead, 1-0 on the back of that Adiotto strike a few moments ago. And they're looking to come away again. It'll be a foot race here. Knights well set up back in the middle though.
Well done, that's brilliant play, girls. Guys, don't know what's going on.
See how well they can defend this lead. And as we know, attack is always the best form of defence, that's for sure. It's early stages. And, Knights will be confident, I'm sure, in their ability to create some opportunities. And certainly, Baez, who has the ball at foot at the moment, will be backing herself in, that's for sure. Cloud. Back to Baez. Nice ball. It's Butler on a run.
Addison, once you're driving forward with the ball. Jerry, go back. Go back is too off. Go back. It's going forward. I want to go back positively with the ball. Ed, how do you come across? Come across there.
What can Knights create here? Their first corner of the game. See what they've been practicing on the training pitch during the week.
Georgia, come in with Daisy.
The northern suburbs.
Yeah, that's all right.
Very proud and successful club, the Glenorchy Knights. Ball comes in. Reitsma from Olympic. Just belts it out of there. Sends Otto on a bit of a mission. Uses that pace to Otto. Just knocks that out. In front of the commentary position here at Windsor Park. Half hour gone. Rob Soward bringing you the action. Riverside Olympic, Glenorchy Knights. And the home side Olympic holding the lead at the moment. Baez. Moore. Been busy at the back. Reliable as always. Sarah Moore. Opportunity here. Well set up at the back though, Olympic, which is good. Otto, touch. Yeah, nice throw. McLeod. Their direct opponent. They've had a nice little battle so far. Good matchups out here today. Two number sevens, as I mentioned before, Rietsma and Baez having a heck of a battle in the early stages of this one. Strong, determined players.
Just go one, just go one.
Alright. Got some assistance. Osmond says play on, although I think the Knights folks thought it was out. The referee agreeing with the Knights fans. Nice throw. McLeod. Richmond turns it over though. Good strength. Baez clever. Baez, that's one for the young players to watch. It's that clever little tap back. Trying to collect your opponent's foot and have it deflect out for a throw, but not successful on this occasion. Taylor for Olympic. Almost tropical here now that sun's out. I reckon we're up to about 8 degrees. Cool start to the morning here in Launceston. An early morning shower here in the West Homer. Adiotto keeps it in. All white shirts at the back though. Olympic looking to build something, add to that lead. It's a dangerous ball, dangerous spot. Sits up, Pinkowitz, nicely taken. Always dangerous, those ones that come in like that. And there was a clever bit of play there from Maddie Gilpin. Thought she'd test the keeper. It was off a line, but it was out okay for Pinkowitz to gather. No danger done for Knights fans on that occasion. Taylor. Connolly dodged instead of weave there, didn't collect that throw. It's looking to set something up again through the agency of Baez. Dangerous ball. Dangerous too because of where it's at. It made Fuller commit. And she just had a step on Browning on that occasion. It could have been dangerous had Browning been a step or two closer. Would have just had the keeper to beat, and her pace and agility, that could have been dangerous for Fuller. Taylor and Gade on. Browning gets a boot in there. Knights win it back.
You got.
Gade on. They've defended well, Olympic. I'm sure Coach Brian Whiteman would be very, very happy with their efforts back there. Well organised most of the time. We've had a couple of times where Fuller's been tested. But by and large, Gade on. I should say Butler, that was. Trying to use her pace. Olympic, by and large, have managed just to take that space away from the Knights attackers, which they need to do. There's certainly some pace out there in those white shirts. And I get the feeling if they get some space to work in, they can be really, really dangerous. But Olympic have set up well for that so far. Goal hasn't been breached for them. Opportunity here. Knights change the angle. Browning and Taylor. That's a nice little foot race. McDonald with the throw. Can they find anything in the shadows of half time? The visitors from Glenorchy. McDonald. Clever little touch on there from Browning. Reitsma read it well though. Couldn't control it to her liking. Yeah, throw to Knights. Gade on. On to Gade on. Reitsma, a stronger player. Mine's Otto. I was hoping Littlechild could run onto that one. But, didn't quite sit for her. Copped the deflection. It'll be a throw here to Taylor. Isabella Taylor taking the throws on this side of the field. Scans ahead of her and sees what she's got to aim at. She's going to pick Adiotto out. Puts a bit too much mustard sauce on that one. McDonald just watches that disappear out over the end line, and Pinkowitz will take the resulting kick for Bologna. Sarah Bologna. Baez. Just trying to link up here. Knights, they just haven't been able to string those passes together the way they'd like to. It's taking a little while to find their rhythm, I feel. I think that that'll be something I'm sure the coach has a chat about at half time. Just that last pass hasn't always been where it needs to be. And make no mistake, Olympic have certainly worked really hard to prevent that time and space that Knights are trying to look for. Taylor and Browning. Taylor's up to that matchup on this occasion. McDonald chops it off. Going to send it back inside to Baez. Baez looking again to change the angle. Opportunity here for Knights. Deflection. Here we go. Butler. Left, right. Shot on goal. That coming there. That was Emma Christie, but copped an orange shirt in front of it. Dangerous position. It could. Oh, that was the opportunity they were searching for.
You've got to stay one-on-one.
Browning just off target.
Stay one-on-one.
I think too she had a little more time than she thought she had. She sort of rushed that a little, and instead of finding the back of the net, she found the back of the fence behind the goals. Score still 1-0 to Riverside Olympic. 38 minutes gone in this first half here. Windsor Park, Rob Soward bringing you all the action. This week's fixture. I guess if we had to sum it up in a sentence, we'd say a plucky first half from Olympic. And Knights who've worked really hard and rewarded at this stage. Just as I said, not being able to quite find their rhythm for all of their hard work and their efforts. That's probably another example of it there, and that'll be an Olympic ball.
Sorry.
Olympic will certainly be keen to head into the sheds with this lead intact. They've had the better opportunities and converted that magnificent shot from Adioto, who's on the end of it now. Got Bologna in front of her. And Baez puts it into a dangerous spot, looking for Little Child. Sits there for Gilpin, just can't quite control it. Off Taylor. Browning just can't quite control it either. And again, as I said, there's another example. Just that last touch, that last ball, just not quite hitting the mark, hitting the target.
What's your run? Someone follow me?
And you get the feeling that
Leave it.
fix that up in the second half, Knights. They will create some very, very good opportunities.
How long?
It sometimes does take sides a while to find their rhythm, and particularly when you're travelling, and they would have left Hobart pretty early, you'd imagine. Taylor and Browning, another foot race there. It's a really nice duel, and Taylor will get the throw. It can be hard for the travelling team, particularly this time of year. Frosty mornings, bit of fog, bit of dew on the ground. The sun will get rid of a bit of surface moisture. As I said, there was a bit of rain during the week here in Launceston. 25 mil of rain, I think it was, on might have been Tuesday. Ground in pretty good shape here. Magnificent sporting complex here at Windsor Park Precinct. West Tamar Council. Super job in preparing really nice surfaces for the local athletes here in the north. Soccer pitch here, we've got the cricket ground nearby behind me, and then behind that the Windsor Park football ground, home of the Launceston Blues. Going on over there at the moment. Hear the sirens and sounds in the background. Hosting Deloraine over there today. No cricket, of course. We're out of season with that here. But attention, obviously, in the Caribbean overnight as Australia got it done against the West Indies after a fairly ordinary first innings. The bowlers, as they often do, saved the day. Knights searching for the equaliser here. Olympic certainly defiant in their work. Browning back to Baez. Baez nicely done. Oh, chopped out beautifully there by Gilpin. throw. Very not liking that one. 42 minutes on the clock. Can't see a lot of time being added on to the regulation 45. There hasn't been much in the way of stoppages other than that goal. Delays, no injuries, which is always a bonus. Never like to see that. That was a whistle I heard was on the next pitch. Get a little confusing here sometimes with multiple pitches and multiple things happening. Baez, dispossessed, Otto, Cloud, sends it along. Gives Browning an opportunity to run it. Browning and Taylor. Touchline might be Taylor's friend on that occasion. And into the last part of this first half. Gaydon getting herself into a position there. Goes Goldwoods, Moore, deflection, got to get it out of there. Gaydon, beautifully done, sends it Goldwoods and just wide. Oh, you don't need to give her much room, Bronte Gaydon. You saw what she was capable of there. Stop, prop, turn, and just sending that one wide of the post. Beautiful piece of play, all in the blink of an eye. Knight's still searching. It's the dangerous part of the game that coaches just don't like. Olympic just happy to belt that out over the sideline. Conceding the goal so close to a stoppage. Always a danger moment for coaches and players alike. So often you see it where the side might have had the better of a passage of play and then hopeful of heading into the sheds with that lead or momentum, and then finding it's snatched away from them right at the death before the break. Olympic won't want to concede here. As I said, they've worked too hard. McLeod sends it in, looking for Gaydon. Again, just belted out of there. Connolly. Lots of orange shirts back. Gaydon into a dangerous spot again. Finds a teammate. Butler. Oh, they want to get it out of there, Olympic. That's going to be dangerous. Butler, deflection. Oh, luck's a fortune for the team in orange. Fuller, with that deflection, had time to gather. Otto, chopped off. Wiley. Pitt, I should say. Back to Baez. Sends Browning on a run. Flag was up though.
What are we doing here? Let's work it out.
I don't think Olympic will be in any hurry to do anything silly here. Almost ready for the break. Just about maintaining possession here at the moment. Well, that's not what they would have wanted, although it's a bit wasteful there from Emma Christie. Reed Smart. Just be trying to maintain possession. Byers has got other plans though. Trying to create a last ditch attack here for the Knights. Nicely done so far. Back through the middle. Browning changes the angle. Goes over Butler's head. Butler and Taylor. Taylor's in the best position. Got the touchline and to work as a friend. And finds it. You want to pack this with orange shirts if you're Olympic. You won't want to give them any space. Gaydon. Gaydon. Lays it off. McLeod. Pitt. Pitt. Nicely done. Dangerous position. Gilpin gets around her. Heads goalwards. Fuller. Get the feeling that might be it for the first half. Referee looking at his watch. Can't be too long to go, you wouldn't think. Nice player upended. Referee says play on. Bologna Byers back to Bologna. Goes without it. There's Little Child back to Reitsma. Got Little Child again. Happy to chew the clock up.
Righto, let's get organised. Daisy, come on, react. React, Gilps, react.
Deflection, so that'll be an Olympic corner.
Last play, girls.
Yeah, you might have heard that through the effects mic. Last play. There's not long to go here. So Olympic will want to do something with this opportunity. How good would it be for them to head into the sheds with a 2-0 advantage? Little Child nicely struck. Dangerous position. Byers nods it away. Otto sends it goalwards. It's in the back of the net. Oh, right in the shadows of half time. And Otto makes it 2. Riverside Olympic add a second goal right in the shadows of half time. And Eddie Otto makes it goal number 2. Well, it's all about taking your chances, isn't it? And that's exactly what Riverside Olympic have done in this first half. They've certainly capitalised on anything that they have had an opportunity to do. You'd probably say Knights have created more opportunities. I think that would be a fair assessment. A couple of them heading wide of the target. A couple that Kathleen Fuller gathered up without a huge amount of pressure. And that's the half-time whistle, and probably a little different to how the neutrals might have thought it would have been here today. Riverside Olympic heading into the sheds, defending a 2-0 lead. Both goals coming through the agency of their star player, number 4, Adelaide Otto. Both strikes, great shots on goal. And Knights with a little bit of thinking to do at the half-time break. So as we take a little break from commentary and we head into the half-time period, as I said, Rob Soward here at Windsor Park, Riverside Olympic 2, Glenorchy Knights 0 at half-time. We will be back with you shortly, and we'll see what both sides bring out of the sheds in the second half. Rob Soward will be back shortly.
All great eras leave a legacy. In this golden age of peak chicken, that legacy is crumbs. McWings are here at Mac. You say you love McMuffins so much, and yet you choose McCafe's delicious new blend first. All great eras leave a legacy. in this golden age of peak chicken. That legacy is crumbs. McWings are here at Macca's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You say you love McMuffins so much, and yet you choose McCafe's delicious new blend first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All great eras leave a legacy. In this golden age of peak chicken, that legacy is crumbs. McWings are here at Macca's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You say you love McMuffins so much, and yet you choose McCafe's delicious new blend first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All underway in the second half here, Windsor Park. Rob Sauer bringing you all the action from Riverside Olympic versus Glenorchy Knights. And for those of you that have just joined us, might be a little different margin than you would have expected. Riverside Olympic with two absolutely fantastic first half goals to Adelaide Otto. It's given them the advantage heading into the break, 2-0. See what Knights have made adjustments to their plan at half time. Certainly created a few opportunities in that first half, couple going wide of the goal and a couple of saves from Kathleen Fuller. Certainly very capable Knights of stringing together some scores. Take nothing away from Olympic. They made the most of their opportunities in that first half and defended very well as well. Although the challenge for them will be to maintain that defensive intensity. Always really hard to do that for a full 90 minutes. Against particularly talented, very talented players in this Knights side. We saw that terrific shot on goal from Bronte Gate on just a magnificent trap and touch, and just went wide for target. Flags up on this occasion. Yeah, she didn't need much base gate on, and she let that left foot shot fly, just going wide of the target. So certainly some very capable players out there in the white shirts from Glenorchy to get on the score sheet if the opportunity presents itself. Olympic as well will just need to maintain their intensity. They need to forget the score. They often say, don't they, in football, that the most dangerous score line to defend is 2-0. It'll be a bit of a mental thing where you're up a couple of goals, and that can very quickly disappear if the mindset is a defensive one. Connolly turned it over. Flyers had a really good, busy first half for Knights. Opportunity here for Olympic. Richmond Connolly, Littlechild I should say, standing over that one. Name synonymous here with Riverside Olympic Soccer Club. Mark Littlechild, a stack of games here. Sends it goalwards, bouncing dangerously, nicely gathered there on that occasion by the Glenorchy Knights custodian Monique Pinkowitz. Always a little challenging those ones, particularly on a little bit of chopped up surface as it is in front of her there. She she got a body behind it and took it really nicely.
Yep, good beat, say it louder.
Shreve. Well, keep a bit of an eye on the substitutes as well, and we can let you know who they are as we work our way into this second half. Foot race on there.
I was trying, bro. I was talking to you, bro. I know, but I can't. Good. Someone else. Someone else. Someone else. We're going. Thank you.
Good ball.
Maddie Gilpin there with the throw. Shreve seeing that one out. First chance for Olympic in the second half, corner. Tall Timber gets in there, opportunity, just doesn't quite sit. Build it out of there by Knights, back into a dangerous position. And it's gone well over the crossbar. The Riverside Olympic player's head. Daisy Barber. To all the players out there. Can Olympic Knights, I should say, build here. We're in a dangerous position.
Come on, squeeze.
Running through.
Yes, Danny.
I'm behind it.
Go on, Meg, let's go. Go, baby. Let's go. Move. Get your foot on the ball, girls.
Gilpin get a second chance to take a throw there. Comes out of Butler, I think.
Yeah, I got Ebony too.
Swan in front of her. A new addition for Knights. Read smart.
Yes!
It's back inside.
Same lane. Let it out, Bianca. Plenty of time. Great ball.
Carries the defender and gathered up by Pinkowitz.
Just beware, Gilp behind you, coming to you.
Back towards the middle. They're trying to create something here, are Knights. That was Gaydon. Lays it off Baez. She's got runners. Nicely timed. A challenge on the ball there by the Olympic defender. Got a feeling that might have saved the day there on that occasion. Maddie Gilpin certainly had Browning running into a very dangerous spot. Very pacey player. And will be really, really important for Knights as they look to reduce that margin. Ritzma. Nicely played. Moore. Just a bit heavy. Swan just goes past her for Knights. Pick have won it back. Dangerous position. Keeper slips. Otto was racing through there looking for that hat-trick goal. But Pinkowicz with enough awareness to regather herself after that little slip. Always like to see that Swan making the keeper work. Sometimes you see that sort of pressure result in a fumble or something that works out for the attacker who gets rewarded for their effort. We saw it a couple of weeks ago up at Prospect Park in the men's competition. Terry Swaby past master at that. Deflection off Swan. Fuller gathers and holds onto it. Pitt. Christie. A little heavy. Timing of those passes really, really important. I like the look of Swan since she's been on for the Knights. Looks very lively. She's going to get on the end of this one. Gilpin inside, a beautiful ball. Shot on goal, just wide and over the top. Well, good opportunity there for Knights. Struck with a ton of power. But, over the crossbar. 2-0, the half-time scoreline still maintained here at Windsor Park at the early stages of this second half. Played just a little over 10 minutes. Rob Soward bringing you the action. Sun shining here at the moment. Should be a pleasant afternoon after a cool and foggy start. Ground not too far off the river, as you can see in the background there, I'm sure, behind the club rooms there. Great work from the cameraman. Olympic looking to build again. Otto.
Sit down. Just sit down.
She's got Sarah Bologna in front of her. Otto turns it over.
It's okay. It's all right.
Christie gathers it. Got a player down here in back play. Amy Littlechild. All okay there for Amy.
Sub, please. Thank you. So, 9, 8. She's back. Yeah, she's. Cheers have done it for me. 9 for. Emma.
Coming off. Amy Littlechild. Anna Connolly will be the player replacing her. Just limping a little bit, Amy Littlechild. Hopefully all okay there. The conversation with her grandmother at the canteen at half time. Janine tells me the family at home watching, which is just terrific. The Littlechild family, fantastic supporters and representatives here at the Riverside Olympic Soccer Club. Another shot just over the top there from Knights, so they're working hard to create, there's no doubt about that. As I said in that first half, they probably had more chances. Just being able to finish them was the challenge. Certainly very creative in what they're doing. Pitt takes it quickly for Knights. Swan Plays it inboard. Sophie Munnings. Opportunity there for Butler. Let's look to build, change the angle. Broadbent, just a little too much mustard on that one. An Olympic throw there to Gilpin. Gilpin take two. Game of attrition at the moment here, a territory attrition. It's just a couple of metres at a time. Nice throw there from Gilpin. Broadbent cuts it off. Gilpin wins it back. Broadbent on a hammer. Byers upends her. Referee says that's illegal. Might be a card, just a foul.
On the ball, Meg. Yeah, on the ball. Get it set up properly. Hey?
Opportunity here from Olympic.
Set it up.
Connolly taking the free kick. Always dangerous part of the field, this. See Otto lurking over there in the background, looking to add to her tally. Connolly sends it in, keeps it low. Hits the wall, off Byers. Goes in again. Dangerous, Reitsma. Trying to win it for Olympic. Gaydon putting pressure on her. Gaydon chops it off and they're away on the counter. Knights, Swan slipped at the crucial time. Unlucky. Barber, Reitsma. Hit. Turns, nicely done. Gives it off to Shreve. She's got ball at foot. There's Jennifer Shreve. She's found a teammate, Charlotte Butler. Butler to Byers. Bologna. Swan. Changing the angles every time. Swan comes away with it. Gaydon. She'll get it back off Swan. Just didn't quite hit the target. Swan, second effort, terrific. Shot on goal. Long range and not enough power on it, so Fuller pretty easily reined in on that occasion.
Hold it up, come on, girls. Be in front. Be better there.
Gaydon, Byers. Trying to create something. Wall of orange shirts in front of her. On that occasion, Byers. Broadbent picks out Swan.
Numbers!
Been impressed with her since she's come on.
Hold it up,
brings a bit of zip to the attack, bit of shirt pulling there. So the referee's missed it, but he saw it. Probably a bit of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but there'll be a free kick there to Pitt. So Connolly probably got the last shirt tug, and the referee looked. It was a bit of 50 cents each way there. So they probably had the better of the play in this half, Knights. Unrewarded on the scoreboard so far. Pitt sends it in. Nicely struck. Off Swan. Deflection. Ball still in a dangerous spot. Bouncing around. Flags up. Danger averted. Crowd slowly starting to build here at Windsor Park. A couple of other games this afternoon, culminating in the 4:30 I should say, kickoff between Riverside Olympic and Glenorchy Knights in the men's league. But Olympic certainly with all the initiative in this one on the scoreboard. 2-0 lead, Riverside Olympic. Although, as I said, fair to say, Knights have probably had the better of the chances in this second half. To convert. Gade on. Swan, nice control. Got a lot of orange shirts around her. Great work, Olympic. The defence has been terrific. Stifling. Not giving the team in white any space at all. And when you take time and space away, it makes it very, very hard to score. It's gone over Otto's head. That was an optimistic play on the ball by her. She's going to get it back though. And if you've just joined us, I mentioned Olympic have certainly made the most of the opportunities they've had. Most of the opportunities have fallen the way of the visitors in white. Beat Swan over the line. It'll be an Olympic throw. Gilpin. Yeah, Granderson thought there might have been a push off there from Broadbent. Referee saying play on. Opportunity there. Just a fraction heavy for Hannah Connolly to run onto. But nicely played on that occasion by Olympic.
Come on, not beside it. Work hard. Yeah, well done. Make him go backwards. Go on, B. Go on, B. Keep going. Yes, B. Brilliant.
Chopped off in the middle by Connolly. Reachma wins it back for Olympic. Turns it over. Deflection. Olympic win it back. It's bobbling around there. St Goldwoods. It's in a dangerous spot there from Addison Broadbent. Made them think about it, that's for sure. Gets it out of there. Pitt. Broadbent keeps it in. She's a skilled player, is Bronte Gade on. Opportunity here for Swan. Barber in front of the ball. Barber goes down. That's going to go into the back of the net. And they're on the board, the Knights. Well, there's a couple of things out of that for mine. The quick counter. Gade on in the middle here with that clever touch. And they just ran and worked and supported each other. And created that goal. A little bit of disorganisation there from the Riverside defence. And they ran in swarms, did the Knights. It's 2-1.
Go forward. Go forward. And put your arms in the air, just work. Okay?
So we've got a game on our hands. 2-1. Rob Soward here at Windsor Park. They've looked the livelier so far in the second half, have the Knights. After two ripping Olympic goals in the first half. Just a little bit of defensive disorganisation there in the last couple of minutes, and that work rate of the Knights has seen them pull one back. Opportunity here. Hannah Connolly.
Well in, Hannah. Great, that's much better, River. Well done, Gilbert. Lovely overlap. Right, take more.
Sarah Bologna and Addie Otto. Interesting little battle.
Tight B, tight B. Well done, B. Addison, make sure she knows that you're there. That ball should have come to you.
Goes on where things started recently. Broadbent spreads it wide to Swan. That's nicely done there on that occasion, Maddie Gilpin. She's always lively. Ooh. Nice defender collected there, Shreve. Okay. To the ankle.
Not back inside, go the other way.
Swan. This doesn't quite sit for Connolly. Good pressure there on Butler. Connolly working hard, making Butler work hard. Well rewarded on that occasion there.
The anchor stay there. Yeah, let Gilt stay on.
Connolly. Reward for effort. Adiotto down the far side, lets it go. Pinkowitz up to the task.
Get on, the middle's too open. Go, drive.
Nice look to build. Broadbent.
Good.
Brownie turns inside.
Swanee, get wider there. Get wider, Swanee. You're congested.
Browning. She's got a runner in Byers. She's onside. Byers pulls the trigger. And that's 2! 2-all! Well, I did say that the hardest lead to defend is a 2-0 lead. And there is no better evidence of that than their Knights have really lifted their rating. And one of their best players there, Graciela Baez, has found the equaliser. 2-all at Windsor Park. If you've just joined us, my name's Rob Soward, and we saw 2 fantastic goals from Adiotto in the first half to give Riverside Olympic the lead. And after half-time, it's been all Knights of the Glenorchy variety. And they have worked their backsides off. 27 minutes or so into the second half, and it's 2-all. Olympic.
No shot.
Otto from long range, where she does her best work. Broadbent gets sends that high. That'll have snow on it. See the snow in the background on the mountains there at Ben Lomond. I suspect there might be some on that ball. It was certainly a high ball there from Broadbent. Olympic looking to create. Gaydon chops it off for Knights. Beautifully done. See her skill, the way she turned on that ball there. It's Nicola James. A couple of good things in the last few minutes. Adiotto. Otto leading the race. I reckon there's a flag there for offside.
Charlotte.
Substitution for Knights. I think that's Charlotte Butler making way. Madison Lennox. A good game has Charlotte Butler. Maddie Lennox, fresh legs coming on. What? Gilpin.
Job's not done, girls. We've slowed down.
Really good athlete is Maddie Gilpin. See what Olympic have got up their sleeve in answer to this challenge from the visitors from the south. 5-1 victors the last time they met. Knights. Certainly been a different kettle of fish here today. They're away again. Knights, great opportunity. Swan. Oh, nice pressure there from Hannah Connolly.
Drop it off now.
I suspect if Swan had had a fraction more space, then that could have had a different outcome, and not a good one for Riverside Olympic fans. Knights win it back. Baez, the last goal scorer. Reitsma. Pitt. Players just run into each other there. Browning, it was, and Barber. Ball had time to bobble out to Gade on. Changes the angle again to Baez. Baez found Pitt. Moving the ball well, Knights. Pitt sort of bobbles the shot in. Just wide of the target. The dangerous those ones sometimes. Don't know they're coming.
Pressing girls. Again. Let's go. Keep going, Bill.
Entertaining game. 4 goals scored so far.
Come on, girls.
Really lifted their rating. Knights. They're working a lot harder. Just getting that last pass to connect, which again, if one was a little critical in their analysis in that first half, they certainly created some opportunities, but just that last pass, that little disjointed, whereas things have certainly been a bit more cohesive in this half, and they've been well rewarded for their effort. 2 goals so far. Sarah Bologna, been ever dependable back there today, the defender. Got Broadbent here, she's lively, sends it in, lovely left foot from Broadbent. Byers arrives, gets around Reitsma, dangerous position. Gate on the left, gives it off. Broadbent sends it! 3-2 Knights! Addison Broadbent, what a strike!
Addison, such terrific work to get forward. Fantastic.
Well, without telling the editors what to do, there's 3 absolute cracking goals in this encounter. And that's one of them. Knights take the lead. Still some time though.
Come on, girls, let's go. Let's keep working. Come on, girls.
What have Olympic got? Can they find the equalizer?
I'm here online.
Come on, girls.
Drop, guys, drop.
About 12 or 13 minutes of regulation time left. We've got we'll have a little bit of time added on, I'd suspect. It's time for Olympic. But as I said, Knights have just lifted their rating in this half.
She can tuck in. Come on. on, B. Come on, girls.
Pitt. Swan. Nicely done. Just misses the target though. Unlucky. Just went past safely Munnings. Olympic looking for the equaliser. Broadbent, the last goal scorer, chopped that off. Back to Gade on.
Take this ball, Hannah, go. This ball. Let's go. Come on, River.
Thrown over the cameraman, that one. All safe, didn't collect him. Had a brush with death down at Birch Avenue a couple of weeks ago. Opportunity here. Munnings. Clever. Got Byers in the middle and Browning. Take your pick. Byers gets that one off.
So it's not a foul throw.
A hand there, I'd suggest.
Swatty, get wider.
Accidental.
Safe, don't press. We've got a whole line of forwards forward.
Broadbent looks like she's going to take it. There's a couple of options here. Broadbent's moved over now. It looks like Shreve's going to take it. And she is. Jennifer Shreve sends it on its way. Moore chops it off. Nicely done. Reitsma. Otto. See they've been very conscious of her and shifted Sarah Bologna onto her. After making the change, I did think that Sarah McLeod did a pretty reasonable job. 2 goals might argue otherwise, but I would suggest it was a pretty good matchup.
Keep going. Yeah, push her on, push her on.
Eddie Otto certainly got her covered for pace on that quick ball through, but she's playing a little bit further forward. And Sarah Bologna's strength and vision certainly holding sway at the moment. Dangerous position there. The Olympics certainly won't want to concede another one. They certainly won't want to concede another one because that would be curtains, you think? Substitution here. Where Finlay will be on. Sarah Moore, I think, is the player being replaced.
What number, Sarah? 18, 19? No, I think 18. 18. It's either 18 or 19. 19. 19. 19. Thank you. Thanks, mate. Just knew what number 18 Georgia Creek.
No delay. The time clock starting to become the friend of the Glenorchy Knights, as well as the scoreboard. Broadbent, she's certainly given them plenty in this second half.
This ball breaks down, girls around back.
Has a Swan, just a pace. Look at that. Beautifully done. Shut down on that occasion, but just creative and fast. Gade on, lays it off. Opportunity here. Munnings just runs out of real estate. That's the referee saying. It's a corner. I wasn't sure about that one. Few people weren't. It's a Knights corner. Pitt strolling over there to take it. They need to defend this, do Olympic. Sends it in. Dangerous. Nodded on. Deflection. Oh, lucky. Just caught a deflection off Hannah Conley. I thought it was heading into the net, but nicely gathered by Kathleen Fuller. Just getting it out of there. Reachma. Oh, Mrs. Otto. Bologna. Otto's working hard, making Pinkowitz work. Back to Bologna. Baez scored a good goal earlier. Gaydon. All the key players getting touches on it at the crucial time. He said that's a Riverside ball. They're running out of time though, Olympic. They need something here quickly. We're inside the last 10 minutes of regulation time. You've just joined us. Glenorchy Knights coming from a 2-0 deficit at half-time to be 3-2 leaders here at Windsor Park. Rob Soward bringing you all the action, and it's been a game of goals. 5 goals so far. A couple of other opportunities there for Knights. Well protected on that occasion by Olympic. Pitt wins it back though. Ball for Swan. Swan, deflection. Fuller. Got to move it on quickly, you'd think, and does. Only as far as Gaydon. Gives it back to Browning. Baez.
Addison. Good. Keep it coming.
Swan sends it in. Offside. Tapped into the back of the net on that occasion by Sophie Munnings, but the flag was well and truly up. No doubt about that one. So now it's one of those occasions where the scoreboard and the time clock are all on the side of the Glenorchy Knights. Gaydon lays it off. Swan turns it over. Good courage there from the Olympic players. Nasty knock there to Connolly. She's okay. Broadbent will take the throw here for Knights. Scored a ripping goal. It gave him the lead, nodded over the back there by Bianca Anderson. Time starting to work against them. Anderson sees it out again. They've been terrific Knights in this second half. Coming back from that 2-0 deficit. They've dominated play and in terms of opportunities. Beautifully sent away there by Shreve.
Matty, get back and defend.
Looking for a couple of teammates out there in white shirts. Pitt wins it back.
Matty, that's just kicking the ball.
Just breaking down in that front third, Olympic. Otto sort of flying flag on her own there. Change the angle again. Anderson, Baez. She's been terrific today. Laid back inside. Going on with a touch. Baez with a touch. Set Swan a mission. She's up to it. Sends it back inboard to Munnings. They play to each other a bit, those two. Pitt. Deflection. Browning for the sealer. Just wide. That would have sealed it, you'd think. Alia Browning just couldn't quite get the control nor the power on that one. As we approach the end of regulation, Swan was ready to pull the trigger on that, and had that been had the trigger pulled on it, I think that would have taken a heap of net with it. It was headed goalwards. Bit of push and shove here. Browning's asking what the problem is. Munnings looks like she's going to be taking a free kick. The referee's been talking to the linesman. I think there'll be a card here. That's on Ben Connolly. Push. Connolly sort of asking why. There might be another one here as well, I think, for Browning, I'd say. Potentially. No. The referee was just following her to put her in the book. I thought he was going to go over to Browning and pull a card out for her as well, although I wasn't really sure why. Anyway, order is restored.
Safe, stay in the centre.
We're underway.
Stay in the centre, safe.
Deflection, gate on there. Munnings. Dispossessed, Otto. Dispossessed. Bologna. There's Madison Lennox, ball over the top. We're approaching the added on stage of things. There will be a little bit of it, I would imagine. Referee telling the spectator to move away from the back of the goals. Not sure what that was all about, but anyway.
Drop off, Swanee. Here we go, Win.
The referee might have thought that that's the coaching staff. It's gone out.
Drop off now, drop
Olympic
off.
running out of time.
Eve.
Trailing 3 goals to 2.
You've got to be quicker, Eve.
Oh yes, just sends that one out over the sideline. Starting to use the clock to their advantage. Broadbent, good strength. Gilpin. Got that last goal, one upended. Bit of push and shove. In the injury time added on.
So don't everyone go down the line. Got to hit
Long throw, wants Byers to run onto it. Build it out of there. And as far as Swan sends it inboard. Got Lennox there leading the race. Lennox nicely battled, centres it. Got options. Gaydon was there, just couldn't quite get enough on it. Equally skilled both feet, like her on the left better though. Otto, the dual goal scorer, trying to create something. Long way from home. Back through Gaydon, will be keepings off now, you'd reckon. Just as soon as I've said that, they've turned it over. Opportunity here. Gilpin lays it off to Otto. Last roll of the dice for Olympic, you'd think. Connolly sends it goalwards. Opportunity. Oh! Bianca Anderson. Just half a step away there. Connolly sends it wide of the post. Thought that might have come off a Knight's foot. Referee says no. Pinkowitz taking the time, pulls the socks up, adjusts the gloves. Got a cop on the end of the fingers there. No, plays it in. I think she did cop one. It's holding onto a hand. Broadbent sends it down the touchline. Connolly and Swan colliding. She got the worst of that one, Swan. Be a nice throw. Be Broadbent. Beautifully done feet of Browning. Browning sends Lennox on the way. Opportunity! Just wide. Maddie Lennox. There would have been curtains. There's still time if you're an Olympic fan. 2-0 up at half time, down 3-2 here at the moment. Time added on. Munnings looking for an opportunity, finds Browning. Browning got Connolly in front of her. Connolly beautifully done, only as far as Swan. Swan runs into Reitsma. Good defence, Olympic. Reitsma nicely done. Strength. Deflection, be an Olympic throw.
Let's go, nice play, strong. Minute left, girls, minute left.
45 to go, girls.
That's ours.
Addy,
That's
Addy,
ours.
Addy. No, slow, Addy. Play that corner.
Ball bent.
Play that corner.
Wants the players moving for her. Gaydon moving. Browning moving. Browning's on the end of it. Shirt pulled. Referee says that's a free kick. I think that was pretty obvious.
I'd like you to have a shot here at goals.
Browning started to get away from her. Tired legs. Reitsma. She's played her heart out today.
Tuck in, Sarah, tuck in. Jess!
Browning's a bit of a pacey player. So free kick here at a dangerous spot. Pitt will be taking it by the looks. Won't be too far till the final whistle, I wouldn't think. Pitt sends it goalward, slips at the final strike. Taken by Fullen, moves it on quickly. Got Otto. Otto needs a couple of teammates to move for her. Chopped off in the middle there, Gaydon. Been impassable all day. She's got it back. Ball at foot, lays off a nice pass to Browning. Lennox, deflection, I reckon that'll be a corner.
Reckon that'll do.
Wrong end of the field if you're a Riverside Olympic fan.
Yep. Nah. Yep. No. Get back, girls. I want, hey, full concentration.
Pitt's got all day. Time clock in the favour of the visitors from Glenorchy.
Roger, just tuck in. Yep.
Can't be too long left. Sends it in, nodded back by Reitsma. Swan leading the race. Gets it, Swan. Swan! Just wide.
Thank you.
And that's it. Well, what started as a promising match for Olympic ends in disappointment as Glenorchy Knights with a terrific second half comeback get the chocolates here at Windsor Park. Very entertaining game of football. First time they met, as I said, it was all Knights 5-1. Not today. Riverside Olympic putting up a fantastic performance.
Thanks for that.
But some terrific work there for the Glenorchy Knights players in that second half, who got the job done 3-2. I'm Rob Soward and I will be signing off here now. I'll be bringing you some interviews with the coaches shortly.